In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about what are the top skills an agent will need to be able to sell your home, get you sold for the top price in the shortest amount of time in this current market. The first skill your agent will need to help you navigate through this market is active listening. What do I mean by that? The human brain is wired not necessarily to listen, but to actually prepare a response while you're talking. Your agent will need to actively be able to listen to what you have to say, what your current circumstances are, and what your future financial and real estate goals are, and based on that provide you with a recommendation. So if you spot an active listener, hold on to that in this current market. They're as good as psychologists. Skill number 2, up-to-date market knowledge. Now this might sound like an obvious one. You might think, well, if you're talking to a real estate agent, wouldn't they know everything about the current market? Not necessarily. They need to know everything about every home that's on the market, what the process was behind the scenes, how long did it take to sell the home, how many bidders were there on auction day, what the dimensions of the home were, walk through the property so they can easily separate your home from some of the other homes that a potential buyer may try and use as comparables to try and negotiate your price down. But if the agent knows all the shortcomings of the other properties that have recently sold, they'll be hopefully able to negotiate your price up by telling the buyer some serious facts. The third skill the agent will need is first-class communication. This is such an underrated skill in this industry, the art of communication. And when I say communication, it doesn't really mean calling you every single day, but it's more around what sort of feedback are they generating? Are they asking your buyers the right questions? Are they communicating all of that with you effectively? Your agent should be having multiple meetings with you through the course of the campaign. One of the things we find is most people have more meetings with their wedding planners before the wedding day and very few meetings with their agent. Once the agent signs up the property, you generally see them only on auction day. You should be meeting them each week. They should be giving you all the data on each and every buyer that's walked through. What's their feedback? What are they saying? What are the homes that they're looking at? What's their price opinion? This will hopefully help you get an idea on what your potential reserve should be if you choose to go to auction, or if it's a private sale, this will give you an idea of what the current market trends are saying and what's the current market value of your home. See, one of the things I find from experience is, how you going?
Buddy?
Hey.
I'm taking photos of him.
Does he not like the camera?
No.
The fourth skill your agent will need is they'll need to be creative. And when I say creative, what I mean by that is, if you look at the properties that are being sold today, they're sold very much the same way as they were sold 5 or 10 years ago. The market's different, the conditions are different, but more importantly, there is so much more that's available to us today. So just taking a photo, doing some floor plans, getting some nice marketing and brochures together and putting a property online and hosting an open home is just not enough. The agent of 2019 will need to become more creative around how do we find that perfect buyer for your property. There's a range of options available now. They need to be on Facebook. Social media is a huge tool. Almost 80% of Australia uses social media regularly. So why would your property not be on social media? Database. There's heaps and heaps of buyers out there in the market. They're just not always willing to commit. We need to be finding those buyers, speaking to them regularly, gathering feedback and making sure we drive those buyers to your property. Speaking to buyers from other offices. If your agent comes from a franchise group that has multiple offices in the surrounding suburbs, this is a very powerful tool in the current market. If there is financial incentive for other agents to be able to sell your home within the same company, the same franchise group, this is going to be so valuable to the sale of your home. For example, if there's a buyer that's looking for a home in Moorabbin or in Bentley or in Carnegie, a lot of times they will compromise on the suburb just to be able to find the perfect home. And if they've missed out on an auction with another agent from the same company, they have some valuable information because they'll be able to tell your agent how much this buyer bid up to and what they're exactly looking for. And chances are they don't even know they love your home until they see it. So connecting the right buyer to the right property. And last one, empathy. This is so important in the current market when people not always get the same result that they may have got a year or 2 years ago. You have to be empathetic with your vendors. Let them know that you're hearing them, you understand their situation. We are on the same team because we are. Tell them a strategy, sit them down, listen to what they have to say. Do not enter the debate of facts versus feelings. and more importantly, hold their hand through this journey. That's what a good agent needs to do in this current market, to make sure that you understand exactly what's going on. You don't start getting defensive, but more importantly, your home gets sold for the best result in 2019. I wish you all the very best if you're thinking of selling your home. Of course, you're more than welcome to call me or speak to one of our agents at Ray White Cheltenham. If you do like the video, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as like our page on Facebook. If you think there's someone that may get some value out of this video, please tag them in the comment section down below, and I'll be back soon with another exciting video.